The King 5 investigators have discovered 7 suspected cases of tuberculosis at the ICE processing center in Tacoma. That's according to the State Department of Health. Kristen Goodwillie spoke with one lawyer who tells us a week passed before he learned his client was being treated for this disease.
It's terrifying that this is happening to these men.
Attorney Sean Quirk's client is currently detained here in Tacoma at the Northwest ICE Processing Center. Quirk was concerned when his client didn't show up to 2 scheduled meetings.
The staff told us that he was at a hospital. They refused to tell us where he was, which hospital. They said we had to contact ICE.
How did you find that your client had tuberculosis?
We couldn't reach ICE, and so ICE started cold calling hospitals in the Tacoma area.
Quirk's client is now considered one of the 7 suspected cases confirmed by the Washington Department of Health. ACLU Alaska says 35 people were exposed to TB in June at a correctional facility in Alaska. Quirk is still trying to figure out why his client was transferred to Alaska and back.
I went to Alaska in these punitive conditions and returned with this infectious disease.
Tuberculosis is a severe disease that impacts the lungs and is extremely contagious. These cases bring into question health and medical concerns shared by advocates for years about this Tacoma facility.
These are the kinds of stories that should sound alarm bells in the heads of all people concerned about human rights in this state.
The detainees at the center are here only for immigration reasons, which is considered a civil infraction. Angelina Godoy with UW Center for Human Rights says they're not criminals, but the federal government is treating them like they are.
We continue to feel very deeply concerned about the safety of those who are being held in this facility, and very deeply alarmed, to be honest, that this kind of cruelty is happening now on the daily basis and nothing is really being done to stop it.
There's a lot of questions that need to be answered.
Quirk's client is out of the hospital and still on TB treatment. He says this should have never happened.
The U.S. government effectively disappeared my client for over a week.
There's still a lot of questions regarding the number of people being treated for tuberculosis and the extent to the spread. And I'm told by the Department of Health that ICE needs to answer those questions. I did reach out to ICE and am waiting to hear back. Here in Tacoma, I'm Kristen Goodwillie, King 5 News.